Hi everybody, good morning and happy Saturday. I am trying to get to where I can see my video so I can see if you guys are commenting. So while you wait for me to figure out this new Facebook plan, I think maybe I'm here. Let's see how it goes. I think I've got it. Hopefully it's going to work for me today. So, welcome. As you guys know, last month I offered a pre-order on the suite for the awesome gnomes. Let me find it on in the catalog, which I should have done before the video, but I was running late. As seems to be my way lately. I don't know what's going on. Hi, Robin. Good afternoon. I don't know if it's just me. Hopefully some of you will say, no, it's you too. But I just feel like every day lately I'm just running like a crazy woman. And not that I'm not always crazy, but like running late all the time. So, okay, so this was the suite that I was offering as a pre-order in June, because you couldn't get it then, but I was taking orders for the Storybook Gnomes. And for those of you who purchased that through me, you know you got your class kits, and you guys probably have already seen the link. And so, you know, check that out. If you lost your link to the whole class, let me know. But otherwise, we're good. I feel like I'm really crooked. I am. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Sorry about that. Anyway, so if you guys are interested in this that haven't purchased it, it is in the catalog on pages 42 and 43. You can see all of the fun stuff that it comes with in the new mini. And of course, Celebration, that was a over $100 item, so would get you 2 level 1 items. I'm still really crooked. So weird. So let me see if that... Weird. Okay. All right, so what it comes with is the awesome stamp set, Kindest Gnomes, bundled with the gnome dies. I think that's what these are called. Yep, gnome dies. The gnome dies cut out all of the gnomes, all 4. I have just lost my feet again on my tablet, but I still have you guys, so darn, I'm glad this isn't the class one, because I can't see you guys. It's so weird. I don't know what goes on with this system, this new Facebook thing, but it's like I can't see you and be on the, I don't know. It's so frustrating. So anyway, so it does cut out all of them. It also cuts out parts of the gnome, which you guys are going to see that today, and of course this. And it also cuts out pieces from the adorable designer series paper. I don't know what these are doing in here. They don't belong in there. Wrong kit. Anyway, so this is a wonderful paper, which if you like gnomes, you're going to love this paper. If you don't like gnomes, you're going to love this paper, because the back of all the gnomey stuff is just really nice, pretty paper that you can use in other projects. So it's really lovely. So I'm hoping you guys are seeing this, because I do not know. It's very frustrating. I don't know. I don't know if the new Facebook is messing with personal pages. I just know it's an upgrade for the business pages like mine, and it doesn't seem to care. Let me see if I can... I'm going to try to pop over here again and see, just in case you guys have questions, because I like talking to you guys. So that's the wrong one. There we go. It's like flip-flopping around. It's craziness. Okay, there it is. So let's see if it's going to let me. All right. Well, that's a good thing. Okay, so I can see that some of you said hi. So cool. All right. So we're back. Woohoo! So today I'm going to just do 2 of the cards from the class. I will probably show the other ones, but the people who bought the class got all 4 of the projects. So anyway, that suite came with this pretty ribbon, the gems, the dies, the designer series paper, and this, which I am going to show you today, this fun Snowfall Accents puff paint. Cute, cute, cuteness. All right, so let's get started. All right, so the first card. Now, the class members got everything, so they had to cut out all of their own pieces like this. But you can see these two are cut from the designer series paper, and all of these little pieces are just cut with the dies. You can see here's 2 stems because there's 2 different lengths on the stems. There's the other one. And then there's this grassy piece, which is this piece. And if you guys can see, let me see. I'm gonna zoom just that much because I want to be sure that you guys don't miss anything, hopefully. But anyway, it's really, really cute. And I love that the beard on this one, I think I'm not showing that one today, but this little put together guy, so stinking cute. I'll do him for you guys soon. Probably just a little bit different than the class one. So, okay, so now we're going to start with my favorite, a thick piece of basic white. If you guys have not been buying this, it is certainly not because I haven't been telling you how awesome it is. This thick basic white cardstock is just, it's my world. I love it so much. I probably shouldn't say it's my world, but it seriously is like really awesome. Okay, sorry, I gotta grab a piece of paper, background paper, because I forgot to do that. So I'm sorry. It's a slightly used piece. Okay. Now this piece is cut from a different die right here. And I didn't grab it, but it is really cool, and it cuts the ends. I'll try to figure out what that is, and I'll post it for you guys later. But you see how it like makes it look like you tore it out of a notebook? So stinking cute. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a background on this page for the scene that I'm going to be doing. So I am going to start by putting a sun up in the corner. So I have my So Saffron ink. It's not a super dark yellow. And of course my fun blender. And I recently did a card where I did something similar. So this shouldn't be too new to you guys. But I want to make sure that the center of this sun is like as dark as I can get it. So I'm okay with it being pretty stubborn. But see how this outline is? I think that looks cool. So I'm going to rub out this circle and go ahead and get some of that glowing sunshine. There you go. So see, I got the definition of the sun and then I made it glow a little bit. So that's just a fun little tip to help you get different definition. And this is just a punch or a die, you know, cut out a circle. So, okay, so let me set that aside. And then I've got 2 other colors. I have Balmy Blue and I have Mint Macaron, which I'm going to use to finish. I'm going to move that before I make a big mess with it, because y'all know me and it is certainly a possibility. So now, with the Balmy Blue, it's going to be the sky, right? I don't want to get it too close to the sun. Just like you don't want to fly too close to the sun, you don't want to sponge too close to the sun either. So I'm kind of going around. And whenever you do this, like I can already tell you that this looks slightly different from my original. And I'm going just a little bit more than halfway because I'm going to be pulling up the green into my sun, or my sky. So we're going to set that aside, grab my green. just as a reminder, you guys, these blending brushes, you can use them for every color because you can, like, you know, clean them off and go to the next color. But I use them so much that I just put labels on them, and I've got, I think I have several. I want to say I have 10 for different colors. I know one of them is for my white, because the white is, I definitely don't want to use that on something else because that's like a dye-based ink. Not dye-based. My brain is the one that like you could emboss with. Sorry, you guys. Brain issues today. All right, so now I'm going to create kind of a grassy look here at the bottom. And it is still National Watercolor Month, so it's kind of important. But see how cool that is that I've actually created now a nice background scene to get started with the rest of my project. So I'm going to start with my little mushroom house. Isn't this cute? So stinking cute. Now this one is from the Designer Series paper, as you can see, but you could stamp it and color it because it's exactly the same. You just would need to, and this can be stamped on there. The circles could be stamped on there after you color it. So cute. Love it. I love it. All right. So now I'm going to put this off to the side, and I'm going to use my liquid glue for this. So it's a rainy kind of last few days. It's not like super rain, but like where you wake up and the ground, you can tell it rained while you were sleeping, or there's a sudden cloud burst and then it's over. Like sometimes I'm down here and the rain does affect my back, so like I'm uncomfortable right now because of the fact that it's like that. But I may not know it rains because I have windows, but they're the glass block windows down here, so I don't always know what's going on in the real world. So, but what I was getting at was it's that kind of rain where, you know, you could miss it if you've got, like, I always have my TV or music on when I'm crafting, so I don't necessarily always know what's going on. All right, so now you kind of get the idea. I would put the whole thing together, but before I put on any other pieces of this, I want to use this awesome Floral Accents paint, this puff paint, because I'm going to put a little bit of snow where the guy, our little gnome guy, has shoveled away, and as the snow is melting. So you need to shake this up really, really good. I would love to send the rain to you, Chris, seriously. Although here in Michigan, excuse me, we are behind on rain too. So one of the things I've learned about this stuff is when they say shake well, they mean shake well. So get your arm exercises in while you shake it. Now you're going to put a thin layer of this on there. And I'm just kind of making him a little bit of a sidewalk, like so. I'm going to put a little bit of snow on parts where maybe it's stuck on the roof a little bit. And see, it seems really watery. I'll put a little here. And then what you're going to do, it looks pretty weird right now, but I'm going to take it over and I am going to hit it with my heating tool. So it's going to be allowed for a minute. I'll see if I can move it over. Again, wrong cap. I have the I have my old one over here. I don't know why it's kind of like right up there with my take your pick tool. I keep forgetting to move it over. So so now I'm going to heat this up. So talk amongst yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, and you will see what happens. I'll try to bring it over so you guys can kind of watch. Oops, so you guys can kind of watch, but it's going to be loud, so I apologize. But if you guys can see what's happening here, it does take a minute. A little longer than I would like, frankly, I will tell you that, but it's cool at the same time. Let me see if I can get some of these ones that are a little thinner. This is why you don't want it too terribly thick, because it does take a while to puff. And these are being really stubborn for me right now. Okay, it's starting to puff down here. I don't know if you guys can see it. But I'm probably not going to do the whole thing just because you guys don't want to hear this annoying sound constantly. It's really bugging me though that it's taking so long to go. Oh, of course, I walk away and it starts to go. See the bubbles? I'm hoping that the lighting is okay. Can you see it? It sort of bubbles. Okay, well, anyway, you get the idea. So you're going to want to heat that up. And you're going to end up with, I will show you my finished project. I kept adding and adding. I added the snowman. I added all the little plants. And this Happy New Year comes from Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So obviously I could have done Merry Christmas. I just, like I showed you on Thursday about like taping over the words you don't want. I stamped it with Versamark. And then I heat embossed it with the white embossing powder on it. And then I cut it up. And here is the final project. So let me zoom a little bit more. It's not, there we go. So now you can see how awesome the snow looks. Is that not cool? It is just so cool. And I apologize that I couldn't get that to puff really good for you. But you can see this was one of the first ones I've done, and this was where I kept adding and adding, and it got really thick. But it is super dimensional. I'm hoping you guys can see. Let me look at that. That is some poppy up stuff. So yeah, this is just a really cute set, and you can see where I took the Happy New Year and I just cut it up to make the fence post. And then this is just, it's all from this strip. I just cut it up and made a little sign on there just for fun. So that is this project. And I'm not going to finish it because I'm going to have to get this snow to do what I want it to do before I do anything. But you see all the pieces that I used, and I dimensionaled. I hate not putting this together for you guys, but I dimensional the little man, so he's popped up a little bit and he's standing on a little bit of snow. Most of the plant pieces were flat up here. I popped up this little mushroom cap, and then this mushroom cap, and then this, what I did here is I had it so that it was, make sure I'm doing it right. So it's stuck to the mushroom cap, but then I put adhesive at the bottom so that when it was on the mushroom cap popped up, it bent down. So it looks like it's growing out from underneath here, and then this is popped up also. So there you go. Again, I apologize for the fact that I couldn't get this to do it on camera. I think I had to heat my gun last time, and I didn't do that for you guys, so I'm so sorry. But you get the idea. It's really cute, right? It's just a really cute card. And I really like it anyway. So now we're going to go with the next one that does not include any of this. Thanks, Pam. I'm glad you guys liked it, Chris. Thanks, I appreciate it. Okay, so now we're going to do the second card that was in the kit. And again, this kit, the people who bought the class got 4 and the full color instructions. So you guys are not seeing everything that that they got because it was a very special kit last time. Okay, so now we are going to go with, and that goes over there, that goes over there. All right. So now for the second card, this one's a little bit super simple, frankly, but I colored again with this one, but I am not going to color again for you guys because you guys have seen me color. And this is my what? my favorite, the thick basic white, but it was cut at 4 1/4 by 11, so that when you fold it, it is still 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So, but I just wanted to do something different, right? I mean, we always do our cards that, you know, open this way. Oh, look, I forgot to show you guys what I did to the inside of this card. Right? So cute. I love this little girl. I mean, she's got red hair. She's probably trouble. So, but anyway, so fun. Okay, so, but sometimes we want cards that open a little bit different. So this paper is so cute, and it just reminded me of a sweater. So what stamp set did I think of? Well, let me show you the card that's technically the one from the class. You can see I stamped our little gnome that's sitting down. I colored him with blends, and I did add, I don't know how well you guys are seeing that, but I did add some of that puff paint stuff onto his beard, so his beard is dimensional. And then he's got the gems. So this is a really fast version of these two cards, you guys. I just realized it because I thought I was going to spend a lot more time on this one, but you know, best laid plans and all that. So the card kit came with these pieces, this piece, and they had the ribbon from their kit. So I did not pre-cut that because, you know, they were getting the whole roll of ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pre-cut this ribbon. This ribbon is so stinking cool. You can take it apart. I think I showed you guys that when I first got it. You can take it apart. But for this card, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to make sure I have enough cut. My ribbon ones. There we go. And I am going to put that, I don't like on, you never really know where things are going to end up when you cut them. So I'm actually going to put this ribbon more, let me think about this for a minute. Yeah, I'm going to change it just a little bit. And I'm going to put it more in the center instead of over that. I don't know. I kind of like the way this came out. So, talking to myself. It's the way I roll, ladies, as you well know. And I'm going to put just a little bit of our awesome Stampin' Seal on the back side of this ribbon, just to kind of help hold it in place while I get it attached to the card. This is another reason why the grid paper is so cool, because you can line up the grid paper and line up your card, and now I can see basically how to get it a little better centered than maybe I can do it with my eyeballs. Doesn't mean it's perfect. No. In fact, that end piece got kind of crooked there. And then I'm just going to put a little bit here, a little bit here. Then when I look at it, I can make sure it's a little straighter. You know how I feel about perfection. Yeah, it is nice ribbon. Thanks. I like it higher too. I'm glad I chose to do that. So there we go. There is that. And then I'm just going to adhere it to the card front. And oh, see that this is one of the tricks, is because I pulled that apart a little bit, it wants to stay apart. So I'm going to make sure that that gets stuck down there. And then I'm going to go ahead and still use my liquid glue, because, you know, I like it because it helps me get things centered. Gives me a little bit of breathing room for making things go where I want them to go instead of where they think they should go. So center that. Okay, so see, this looks like a winter cardigan, which makes this sentiment time for a cardigan just really cute, right? I don't think I did anything on the inside. No, I did not. But so that came from the Awesome Forever Friendship. You guys, you cannot get sick of this one because I'm going to see it a lot. I still haven't used the typewriter, so I got to do something with that. But I am definitely going to do that, and I would stamp the sweater. I stamped for this one, I stamped the gnome and the sentiment. And for this one that I'm going to do for you guys today, I stamped the sweater, which I think I showed when I was teaching the class. That's why it's done. But that's going to go up on dimensionals. Now it has 2 of the fun fine sparkle adhesives on it, so I'm going to have to add another one because you know you want uneven numbers, right? So that's important. So this is going up on dimensionals, and I'm going to try to avoid the ribbon, which is pretty easy. This is a pretty big piece, so avoiding the ribbon on it is not going to be a problem. And I'm going to stick one there and one there, just to kind of get the center, but not have it on the ribbon, because I don't want the ribbon to pop it up even more. Does that make sense to you guys, what I just did with these two to avoid the ribbon and keep the piece of cardstock from lumping up just that little bit? So I'm going to set that right there. So see, this is totally not a holiday card. And again, it needs one of the awesome gems. So I am going to grab one. I'm going to grab a big one. And I'm just going to put it right down there. So there we go. So there is the second card, and you can do it either way, whichever way you like. God, I have a mess here, don't I? I always do though, right? So there are those 2 cards. Either way you could do it. And I know quite a few people who bought the suite added on to their suite because that was an option so that they could get, you know, more celebration or hostess codes or whatever. And quite a few of them did want the Forever Friendship, because I think I mentioned it to them. So they were able to do their card either way that they wanted. And then this was the other card. So technically these are the 2 cards, 2 of the 4 cards that were in the kit. And again, this one is not done puffing up, so I will finish that. But don't be discouraged by this puff paint. I'm so sad that I forgot that I needed to heat it up, because this puff, it's not called puff paint. What is it called? Oh, it is called puff paint. Snowfall Accents Puff Paint. Don't be discouraged by the fact that it didn't want to puff while on video. It does puff, and it's so cool. You don't want to do it too thick, like I have, like I started with this one, the very thin lines, and then you just add as you need them, because otherwise it like if you get a puddle, you're going to get like a snow mound, which is like crazy big, and you don't want that. So there we go, guys. Those are the 2 cards from the 4-card kit. I will probably show you guys the other cards pretty soon. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it, Pam. All right, everybody, have a fabulous weekend. I'm hoping that you guys remember where to shop, right? It's celebration. So you're going to shop at MemoryINKers.com, or the code that is on my page linked to the top will have a link that'll take you right to my page, or the page that includes the hostess code. 2, T as in Tom, 6, J as in Jack, X as in X-ray, P as in Paul, R as in Robert, B as in Bob. If you want to email me, it's MemoryINKers@gmail.com. Don't forget that I've started the new TLC club. And the TLC stands for Thanks Loads Cards. So it's a TLC class, Thanks Loads class. It's a free monthly virtual class, and it will be held on the 3rd Thursday of the month. Not next week, because I introduced it this week. So we're looking at the 3rd Thursday in August For all of the orders in July that are $50 or more, you're going to get the 3-card kit with the card consumables in it. And you're also, for every $50, you know, if you go over the $50, over to $100 or more, you're also going to get the awesome gems that I showed you. So, and I posted, I believe the other day, I posted a picture with this information also, so you would have it handy. So everybody have a fabulous weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed these cards. They were fun to make. The gnomes are so stinking cute. And the dies just make it so fun. In fact, I will give you guys a sneak peek. I don't want to show you the whole card. But look at this little guy. He was done all with the pieces. And see the snow on his beard? I made his beard dimensional. Cute, right? Oh my golly, I love him so much. All right, so I'll be showing you guys that one soon too. All right, you guys, have a fabulous weekend. Bye.